tonight is titled A Way to Share Love and Tradition. As I approach my 30th birthday, I long for the vanilla cake my mom lovingly prepared for me every year. A delight. While growing up, my mom had a small bakery. My siblings and I used to help her sometimes. I hated when I had to do the dishes, but I really loved to eat the leftover frost. At that time, I learned to do many of the stuff to prepare a cake. For instance, cracking the eggs, sieving the flour, mixing the ingredients. But I never made from end to end a cake by myself. Determined to recreate this cake, I asked my mom for her cherished recipe. Armed with the ingredients and enthusiasm, I began my journey. It took forever to mix the ingredients because I was using an unsuitable mixer and ended up broken. Regardless of this, it gave me some hope for improvement. So I went to the internet and bought a small mixer. I didn't want to buy a big one because the only purpose of this would be to make the cake of my birthday. And here comes the second round. I invite my friends to celebrate my birthday on a Saturday night at my place. I started making the cake in the afternoon, but I miscalculated the required time. We usually have to do it in the morning or the day before. So I found myself running against the clock with a small electric oven, forcing me to split the batter in 2 molds. And then I put it in the oven. It was ready. So I immediately took them out of the oven and removed the cake from the molds. Huge mistake. Because it was so hot, then half of the cake got stuck to the molds. It was terrible. Regardless of this, I managed to salvage 2 halves of the cake, covering it with whipped cream and topping it with some fruits. For a moment, it looks presentable. I was okay, I took some pictures. But because the cake was still hot, the whipped cream melted into a complete disaster. Nonetheless, the party went on. My friends devoured the cake, even served with the imperfections they loved the taste. After that, baking became something more than a hobby for me. I have improved my skills. I have made different cakes and desserts, and even bought a bigger mixer and a proper oven for it. When I say it is more than a hobby, it's because I see baking as a way to preserve traditions and connect with my roots. Sometimes my mom is on the phone from back home, guiding me for hours. For instance, one time she helped me to prepare a traditional cake from Nicaragua called Pio Quinto for a celebration here in Taiwan with my Nicaraguan friends. My friends love the cake. They asked me for more. And I think that my mom's recipes carry the family heritage and culture. Every time I bake one of her recipes, I think on the fond memories spent with loved ones and the stories behind those recipes. Another rewarding aspect of baking is the joy that brings to others. And I think that's also a way to share love. For instance, whenever I surprise a loved one with a homemade cake, or bring a red velvet cake to my office for the new year with the decoration of the Taipei 101, sharing my creations creates an unparalleled sense of fulfillment. The joy on their faces and the appreciation of the efforts, of my efforts, forged long-lasting memories and strength bonds. Thank you so much.